What if your dream home came with an 8-car garage, over 4,800 square feet of space, and the potential for endless possibilities, all on a rare, sprawling quarter-acre in Lake Balboa? On today's home tour, we're looking at a house that has 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2,672 square feet of living space on an over 14,000 square foot lot. Let's get this home tour started. All right, guys, so super excited for this home tour today. And not because you don't see homes that have an 8-car garage very often, especially here in the San Fernando Valley. So make sure you stay tuned to the end. We are going to be showcasing to you that 8-car garage at the very end of this video and walk through that in its entirety. So we're in the city of Lake Balboa right now. Now, Lake Balboa, I used to think of it more of as Van Nuys growing up, but at Lake Balboa, we are essentially at Roscoe and Balboa Boulevard here in the San Fernando Valley. So those are your major cross streets right here, really close to the Van Nuys Airport. So this house, really unique, built in 1950, has 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, and almost 2,700 square feet of living space. We're going to show you the house in just a second. But what really makes this house unique is obviously the 8-car garage, right? So in addition to that, you have this massive circular driveway, which I think just it gives you the opportunity to park even more vehicles. So maybe you have a ton of commercial vehicles, you have a commercial fleet, you have a ton of toys, you're a car collector. Whatever it may be, this house is going to be able to store all of it, even in an RV if you wanted it, right? And what's great is that to be able to protect your toys and all of your assets, you have this really lovely electronic gate here in the front and a brand new fencing. So it gives you that extra level of privacy when it comes to that. All right, so we're going to turn around now and take a look at the front of the house. All right, guys, so literally facing the home from the street. So you come right inside using your electronic gate right here, and then look at all the space you have to park, right? So you have an enormous amount of space right here to park all your vehicles on the front here on this circular driveway. And you got some added character by having all these large trees here in your front yard. So a lot of greenery here in front. But I think the main feature that people are really going to kind of attract into the house is this large circular driveway in front. So if you're hosting a big event and you need a place to park and you don't want your friends and family parking on the street, well, you have enough room to basically have everybody park here. You're not going to need valet parking. All right, so taking a look at some of the other things here in the front, you have this artificial well right here. Gives it some character here in the front of the house. And then you have the lovely siding and the brick entryway right here. So this brick walkway is a really nice touch right here. Now, I did wanted to show you something right before we go in. Now, this door may not look as if it's super special right here, but this is a mahogany Douglas fir screen door, right? Not your typical, plastic or vinyl screen door. And it has an antique wrought iron insert inside of it. Let's get you a really close-up look right there on that insert. So that's the first thing you see right before you enter into the home. All right, guys, now that we made it inside, so remember this house, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2,672 square feet on a 14,642 square foot lot. So as you enter, this is your living room. So this is a pretty good sized space right here. I remember this house built in 1950. So you do have newer windows on this home. So that is always a nice feature. So now you can get a much better idea of what the actual space looks like right here in the living room. And then you have this really nice fireplace with the stackable stone. This is a gas fireplace right here in your living room. So this is the first room when you come into the house that you will actually enter into. There's no formal entry per se. So there's 4 bedrooms. You have 2 of the bedrooms right in front of us and 1 bath. We'll get to those in a little bit. And then you have 2 here on this side of the house as well. So you have 1 right over here. That's your primary suite. And then the other one will be right off the kitchen. We'll show that to you. And then this is your space for your formal dining area. So you have your formal dining area right here, right? And then to your right is the kitchen. So the kitchen has these nice granite countertops with a porcelain backsplash. And then look at all the custom cabinetry that you do have here. They made a really good use of space, being able to utilize every inch of the kitchen by adding in all of this cabinetry. Now you have your freestanding gas range with your 4-burner gas cooktop, your brand new microwave right there, and then they're including a GE fridge also right here in the sale of this home. And then come over to this side, you have your stainless steel sink basin, and you have a dishwasher, also stainless steel. And then obviously you have all this cabinetry as well. We'll open up this one. So look at this. You have all these built-in pull-out drawers right here, and people really like those for obvious reasons. Okay, and then we'll kind of open this up for you, kind of just to give you an idea. And you have plenty more, right? You have all these custom built-ins as opposed to having to put in all the, the shelving paper in on those old shelves. This always works out great for buying. Okay, so right off the kitchen, you have your laundry room right here, okay? And then off the laundry room, this is, we'll call it the first bedroom right here. So this is the 1 bedroom. This is facing east, this bedroom. You have the nice tile flooring. Now, depending on what your needs are, you could conceivably set this up as maybe a playroom or a gym or a home office. And, conceivably, you could even build in a separate entrance, but you do have the newer windows in here. And this is a good size room, right? So this is a pretty good size room right here. So I think, if you didn't want to use it as a bedroom or a guest room, you could kind of combine it as your guest room / bonus room to kind of cover all of your bases right there. All right, so now we're going to go across the kitchen and then through the formal dining area. And now I'm going to show you the 2nd bedroom right here. This is your primary suite. And before we get to that space, this is your primary bathroom, which is attached to your primary bedroom. So you got your dual sink vanity right here. You have a separate tub and shower enclosure. Look at the nice tile they used here. Some nice flooring inside. It is a different flooring from what you see out in the main portion of the house. So they did that recently. And then we'll walk around here and kind of go in a circle so you can get a better idea of what the primary bedroom looks like. So this is the only bedroom that has its own private bath. And remember, there's only 2 bathrooms total in the entire house. And that bathroom is on the other side of the home. All right, so before we get to the other side of the house, hey guys, Scott Himelstein with the Scott Himelstein Group. As always, hope you're enjoying this home tour so far. All right, guys, so if you're looking to buy a home here in Southern California. We've been doing this for over 20 years now, whether it be helping buyers, sellers, or investors buy, sell, invest in real estate in Southern California. Love to help be part of the process, help be able to guide you guys to be able, especially to be able to buy a property. Right now, it's a crazy time in the Southern California, Los Angeles real estate market. So you really need someone to kind of sit you down and kind of walk you through what it takes, not only to buy a home, but also to be able to get your offer accepted, right? And I think that's something that, especially a lot of times people come through our open houses, and these are the type of conversations we have with them. So the one thing that you need to know right now, and you should reach out to us for, is you need to know the 5 questions that you need to be asking right now if you're buying a home here in Southern California and Los Angeles. This is something that you definitely need to know about. And then if you're looking to sell a home, ask us about our 30-page seller handbook, the playbook, to make sure that you know everything that you need to do to be able to get top dollar for your home if you're selling a home here in Southern California. All right, let's get back to the home tour. So now we find ourselves back in the living room again. We're gonna walk south here, and you're gonna have 2 bedrooms on this wing of the house and 1 bathroom. So this is your east-facing bedroom right here. You have the nice custom door and the custom closet right here. And look at the custom drawers that pull right out. So these are nice. And then step back right here and give you a full picture of it, right? So very simple, nothing too extravagant. And then you got the wood beam ceiling here, partially on top. All right, and then we're gonna come over here and show you this bathroom. So we already showed you the bathroom in the primary bedroom, and then this one has these small hexagonal tiles with the shower in the tub, with the tile wrapping all the way from the shower enclosure across the sink and the remainder portion of the bathroom. So that's very tastefully done right here. And then this would be your 4th and final bedroom here. Now this one faces on the west side. You got your wainscoting along the walls. And then look what they did with this over here. So this is a nice little area right here, a nice little niche where, you can make it a small little office if you wanted to, a little storage area. And then because of how they did things, to be able to keep it as a bedroom, you still have some built-in drawers right here. And then on the other side, we'll move this out of the way, step back, and you got your nice closet over here. So right there, those are your 4 bedrooms right there here in this house. So let me know what you think of the house so far. It definitely has that 1950s, late 1940s Southern California design feel, to say the least. All right, one more room before we go outside into the backyard. I know you guys are dying to be able to see the garage. So this right here is your family room, right? So you got the nice crown molding all the way across and around. And this is where you're gonna put your big screen TV. It's gonna go right up against this wall right here. And then you can see, as I step backwards, how much space you actually have in this room. All right, so now you've seen everything in the interior of this home, and let's make our way to go outside. Okay, officially in the backyard. So you got these 2 large trees immediately as you enter into the backyard right here. And this gives you a lot of shade since the backyard is westward facing for the sun in the afternoon. But the one thing that really is gonna make people buy this house is your 8-car garage. And that's what we are looking at right now. So this is the exterior of this 8-car garage. And this is a space that's permitted for 2,190 square feet. You can see the solar panels on top right there on the roof of your 8-car garage. And they have this small shed structure here to the right. So for a little bit more storage. So let's go into this because I know that's what you guys are all wanting to see and check out. This is a pretty impressive space, to say the least. I mean, this is perfect for a car collector or a potential accessory dwelling unit conversion. Look at the size of this. If you have a lot of toys or really nice things that you want to put in here, this is almost, you can make it almost like a museum, right? And I'm sure you've seen a lot of times where people put lifts in their garage. You could put some lifts here in this garage. So if you're a car aficionado, you like to collect different things, this garage is going to be able to fit the bill for you. Just look at the size of this space. And really the video doesn't even really do it justice of how big this garage really is. Again, you're looking at 2,190 square feet right here. And again, that's one level. And this is bigger than a lot of the houses that you probably see here in the San Fernando Valley. So this is a really good size space. So, depending on what you want to actually put in here, but just really wanted to give you a detailed perspective. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this garage and what you would store in this garage if you were to buy this home. So someone who's buying this home, they're going to be essentially, buying it for this 8-car garage and for the parking out front. So again, if you have a fleet of vehicles, you want to be able to store some cars, some really nice collectible cars, then this will probably work for you. All right, and just thinking about it, it's like, you could almost make this like an event space, right? You could be able to rent it out for parties and other things too. So, just kind of thinking off the top of my head of different uses for the space. So that's super duper cool because, you'll see a 3-car garage, maybe a 4-car garage that has 3 to 4 different bays, but you don't see a lot of homes here in Southern California with room for an 8-car garage, especially here in the San Fernando Valley. So one last thing on the garage front here is you may be asking yourself, well, how do I get the cars or the vehicles or whatever I'm storing all the way from the front to the back? Well, that is a very valid question. And so here you can see, as we move up upon it, this is where the front driveway is, and behind these vinyl gates right here is where you would be able to bring in anything that you wanted and store it in your garage. So this is pretty cool. All right, so as we said many times, what's going to attract people to this house is the 8-car garage and being able to have that really nice gated, circular driveway in front on this 4-bedroom, 2-bath home. That's almost 2,700 square feet of living space in the main house. And then you got nearly 2,200 square feet of structural space for this 8-car garage, or depending on how you want to set it up. All right, guys, hey, just want to remind you that if you're looking to buy a home here in Southern California, that it's really important that you work with the right real estate agent. So this past weekend, someone came into one of our open houses, and they were looking here in the San Fernando Valley, but they live all the way down in the South Bay, right? And they're going to go with a friend of theirs that's licensed, which is fine, right? And I asked them how the search was going. And they basically said, well, my friend does it part-time, and you know what, we've been finding all the houses ourselves. And I asked them, well, how's that working so far? And they said, well, it wasn't working great because, they were constantly being outbid. And I told them, I said, well, you really need to work with a professional who has the relationships with a lot of the agents here in Southern California. And that's really the thing. You need to work with an agent because not all agents are the same when it comes to the relationships and who they know here in Southern California, and being able to use that to kind of help get your offer accepted. That's just one of the things that you need to really make sure that you ask if you're buying a home here in Southern California. Another tidbit is you need to ask your agent is what type of access do they have to off-market properties, right? So since a decent amount of homes actually sell off-market, you need to be talking to your agent about what they're doing to have access to those off-market properties. So you want to know some more tips? Definitely reach out to us. If you're interested in selling a home, definitely contact us too. Let us show you how we're able to get our homes sold. Our average time on the market this year is actually under 14 days, and all price points all over Southern California. So let us show you how we get that done and how we prep our homes, whether it be using our Concierge Plus program, where you're actually able to remodel and update your house with no upfront costs and have it be paid through your net proceeds through escrow. So either way, reach out to us. Any real estate questions, always glad to help and just be a resource of information for you. And hope you enjoyed this home tour, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next one.